Well, good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing on this fine, once again, beautiful fall day? I absolutely love it. I have a new painting up. I have a couple of interests in the last painting I had asking me if it was for sale. So I just might have that painting to home. So we'll see. I'll keep you up to date on that. But this one is one of my favorites. The lighting doesn't do it any justice. I forget what I named this painting. I don't know if I named it the Tree of Life or what. I don't know, but the colors in it are absolutely stunning. Yeah, I should have put more lighting over there when I actually put it up, but that's okay for now. Anyways, hopefully everybody's having a wonderful day and enjoying this weather as much as I am. It's just wonderful, great for sleeping. So that's a bonus. But I wanted to start right out the gate with the salt and pepper shakers. You may have seen me, I don't know if you've actually seen me pick them up when I was at Church Treasures. I kind of feel like you saw me do that, but I'm not 100% sure. But these roosters, and they're actually in really great shape, which again, you know how much that just blows my mind that something could be so old, not a chip, not a crack, not a anything. It's just absolutely blows my mind. And see, in the front is where your salt and pepper comes out of. So that's really cool. And a lot of people do a lot of the barn or farm look to their kitchens. So this may be something that would interest them. This one is a lot taller, as you can see. And remember the other thing I had showed you some time ago on the channel where I had this guy. Now, I'll just put these down safely here. And this guy is actually, I mean, what I would do with it, it's probably not made for this, but in the top part of this one is either probably more salt you would put in there. There isn't a stopper, so I know you can buy the stoppers, so that's not a big deal. And then this, you could put something else in, like sugar. Um, you could even put sugar and cinnamon in here, just for something extremely different. This one, I just noticed, has a little flea bite right here. Right there. I don't know if you could see it. Um, and sometimes you'll see a little bit of wear in the paint, but nothing chipped or cracked. This is really cool. This is also from Japan, but they would make a pretty cool set, you know? So that, and it's quite large. Um, I think it's bigger than even the taller salt and pepper. Yeah. So that's really cool. And I got the famous cup from my friend Monica. I am going to have a little swig. I think it's close to about 7 o'clock this morning. My sister-in-law gifted me a lamp, so you might notice the lighting is a little bit better. So, oh, I don't even have my other one on. I wonder if I need it. Hold on, I'm gonna see. Might be too much of a glare. I don't know. we'll just try that for now. How about that? Hopefully everybody had a wonderful weekend. Um, I also am going to show you some other things, obviously. That's really good coffee. Um, I don't know. I'll just stick to the salt and pepper shakers for now. So also, I picked these up too at Church Treasures. I don't know if you could see that. And then the little corks. I may have, something tells me I might have shown these before. Maybe not. And then this too. So they have some pretty good expressions on their faces. And the cork bottoms. I believe to think that maybe the 1950s, which again, no chips, no cracks, no crazing. Again, blows my mind. These would be cute to put out on a table for Easter, but really anytime. They're so adorable. And again, a lot of times I get collectors that pick up these things. I think one lady had told me that she has over 300 salt and pepper shakers. So there's that one. And getting away from the salt and pepper shakers, I did show you this, I believe. I was going to just feature it again because I think that it is actually really stunning, the colors and the swirls in it. Like, that is really beautiful. Really, really nice. I did sell a few things already that I had picked up. One person had bought two things from, no, it wouldn't have been my last sale. So yeah, a dolphin. Pretty beautiful colors. And then I have, this is a small, I wouldn't call it a tiny vase, or would I? Yeah, I guess I would. Trying to see if I have a vase kicking around so you could see the difference. But obviously you could tell. It's in the palm of my hand. This is called O to Gary. I have heard that name quite often from some of the resellers that I watch on TV. Um, every morning I get up, my routine is to sit and watch other resellers to educate myself on things that I've never heard of, things I've never seen. And it's a really great way to start to recognize things when you're out there and seeing their worth. Sometimes I might pick up stuff and there's just something that it's like, I think this is worth something, and I get it. I don't have to really know. And then there's other times where you think something is worth quite a bit and there's not very much value. But if you like it, maybe someone else will like it. Um, so Otagari is a Japanese brand, and they're known for their ceramics. And it's got some really cool detail in there. And it's for a single, imagine putting just a single little rose in there, or you get a little flower from your garden. I don't know the name of the flowers where they're very, very um, detailed. You're starting to see them a lot more now. I had some I bought, they were yellow, but they had a lot of petals, and they were just very, very strong type flower. One of those cut short in here would look so darling. Or even if you got a dry flower or a fake flower and you just threw that in there. That would be so nice. I originally, when I saw this for the first time, I thought it was from Italy. Um, it's a cobalt blue. It's also handcrafted stoneware pottery. And I don't know the year of this, but I just thought it was really beautiful. And even the glaze on it is really, really nice. So that's really cool. A really cool find. Then I have this, and I have absolutely no information on it. I can't find it anywhere. And I've kind of been hanging on to it for a while. I think because sometimes if I don't know its worth, and once again, like I've said before, um, if something turns out to be, let's say, worth $300, well, I don't want to sell it for $18, but I'm also not going to sell it for 300 either, you know? So sometimes not knowing its worth is a little bit troublesome. I did make a mistake. I sold, I Google searched this wooden horse I had that was on these wheels. And it was just a decoration piece, but it was quite large. Like I'd say about that tall. So you would put it on, um, I guess you could put it on the floor beside a fireplace or a very large wall where you've got the tall, tall ceilings. So if it is on a shelf, it's not too big for the shelf type thing in a small room type thing. But I guess about 2 months later, oh, and it also had silver pounded. I don't know the proper name for that, where the saddle was silver, the bridle was silver, and it was like pounded into the wood. It was absolutely stunning. And I had a lady from the Quebec side drive over and met me in Stittsville, and she bought it. And later on, I found out that it was worth way more than what I sold it to her for. And sometimes people know what it's worth, and that's okay. She may turn around and resell it. It's hers now, and she could do what she wants with it, so that's okay. But those are the reasons why it's good to like do your homework and if you can't find it. So sometimes I'm holding on to things and I get a little bit frustrated because like, get rid of it. So this can be, or maybe, a small little trinket box that you can put your earrings in or necklace in. And it is really neat how it was cut out, the little jagged edges. I don't know if the camera's quite picking that up. There is a signature on the bottom, so there is an artist. And then it's really cool how it fits like a puzzle. So on this side, all the detail in here is really, really neat. And it just fits back on like so. If you get your puzzle right. Isn't that really, really nice? It's very, very unique. So if anybody does know its year or any other information about it, drop me a little comment. I would really appreciate that. To put it somewhere safe. And yeah, so that's it for those things. Again, I think maybe since I turned that light on, you could see a little bit more detail in this painting. It's quite unique. It's one of my favorite paintings. Um, and like I said, if I remember, I started recording and then I realized I didn't put the painting up, so I stopped the recording. I got as far as good morning, and put this painting up. So I will get back to you on the info on whether that other painting sold. This one, I don't know. It's what's really, really difficult is sometimes when it's somebody you know that's close to you that would like to buy it. So you don't want to be, you know, overdo it. This one will be a very difficult one to come up with an amount of money, because sometimes there's such a strong connection with your paintings that you truly don't know what to ask. So it's it's a little bit hard sometimes to know like how to price one of your own original paintings. The other one is much larger. This was the one from last week that was up there, so it's quite large. I don't know the size of this one, but that one up there behind me is smaller. Yeah, so it's quite interesting. I wasn't really putting them up there to sell, but it's quite nice when people are asking about them. So I think it's going to be a really cool and fun idea to actually put them up and sell or sorry, put them up for people to see them and just see the response, because sometimes you think something's great and you know, and then other times someone thinks something that you did is great and you don't. That's really weird how art works. So, and I have a lot of friend artists that are amazing. My friend Janet, her daughter Maria, I'm trying to think of her, Creating Maria. I don't know if it's okay to say this on here. I don't think she'd mind. She is one of the most incredible, like when her mother showed me her painting, or sorry, her sketches, I honestly thought it was an actual photo that she was showing me, because I couldn't believe anybody could draw like that. And I love pushing artists because it's hard. It's a really hard thing to get into. Her aunt, her mother, Janet is a great landscape painter. Barb is a great painter at all kinds of things, woodwork. Her daughter does uh, bird houses. Like, it's incredible the talent that whole family has. Like, unbelievable. Right now, Barb's doing some wooden boxes that she does her uh, wood burning. I'm telling you, it is incredible the stuff that these ladies do. Um, yeah, so I'll see for the next video if I could name their, maybe they even have some sites that I don't even know about that you could go on and look at their stuff. So on that note, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Try to do that with one another. Try pushing one another's things, supporting one another. That's how things grow. If you could all, I know maybe sometimes you watch it. I've done it. Now that I actually am putting videos out, I have more of a personal attachment to the fact that, why am I watching this almost on a daily and I haven't subscribed yet? Or I haven't made a comment, or because sometimes this is what people do full time, and it's their living. So I made sure to go and subscribe to everybody. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it's one person said, well, I don't want to be, if I do subscribe, I don't want to be like getting reminders to look at it, and it's not like that. You could ask for a like there's a little box where you go in and it'll tell you how often you can, this, that, and the other. But if you just subscribe, it's going to help me grow this channel. So if you wouldn't mind, if you haven't yet, could you please do so? Pass it along to others, and let's get this content growing together. And on that note, everybody have a wonderful day. Stay kind to one another, stay great, and stay sane in this crazy, crazy world we live in. Bye for now.